My name is Malik Earl. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm a recent fall 2017 graduate of Texas Southern University with a Bachelors of Science in Public Affairs. I am currently pursuing my Executive Master's in Public Administration with hopes of graduating in May, spring of this year. I plan to go to the police department once I do finish my degree. And from an early age, I've always been interested in law enforcement. Over the years, it's progressed from me watching TV shows as Walker, Law and Order, First 48, all of these crime shows, and then being from the demographic I'm from and seeing the current state of the United States of America and how our race and police relations are not the best right now. I think the only way that we can actually change things in relationship-wise is to become the change. So if we want to see better policing, we have to become the police. If we want to see a better justice system, we have to go to law school, we have to become the lawyers, we have to become the judges. So I think that's one way, and that's what pushes me the most, is because if we have to see the change, if we want to see the change, we have to become the change we want to see. I wanted to further my education, but I didn't want to be in a classroom. I was one of those students where when I first got to college, I said, okay, once I finish my bachelor's, I'm done. Halfway through my bachelor's, I said, okay, I want my master's. Now I'm halfway through my master's, I want to keep going. But I didn't want to be in a classroom setting. I wanted to work at my own pace. If I want to get up and do an assignment in the middle of the night, that's one of the things that really led me to want to do the EMPA program. It's working out very well for me because I like the flexibility I have. I like being able to get up whenever I want to look at Blackboard or turn assignments in. That's the only thing. You have to be very disciplined when it comes to turning assignments in. But other than that, I like working at my own pace whenever, wherever. I believe our classes are about the same size they would be in person. They may be smaller depending on the semester. So I started in spring of 2018. And so I went all the way through summer courses. So of course some of my summer courses, they were thin in numbers, but it was still a lot of interaction between the professor as well as the students. A lot of work, not a lot of work, but it's more in-depth. You do a lot of research on your own. The books are online. You have to read these cases and know what's going on here, know what's going on there. So it requires a lot of discipline, but I like it. I think the class that has intrigued me the most is, it would have to be probably research methods, which I'm in now, because I took research methods in undergrad, and that kind of intrigued me on how we can look at the data from a certain demographic and compare it and see what we need to change or what we need to do. So it would be out of that, research methods and intergovernmental relations. We can take stats from an area and we learn how to research that area or why a certain thing is affecting that area. And then for the intergovernmental relations part, I like it because it's tying in different relationships, a part of the government, into one. Communication with professors is pretty much the same as it was in undergrad. If you live in the Houston area, they send you your syllabus. They post your syllabus on Blackboard. If you live in the Houston area, you're able to stop by their office. If not, they give you a time slots of their availability in their office and not teaching a class, or you can call. They're very accessible to emails. Like all of my professors, as soon as I email them, I usually get a response back within an hour. So I'm not sure if it's linked because I'm one of their online students, so they link it to where they get a response back to me quickly. But I've been fortunate enough to, whenever I sent the email out, most of the times I got a quick response. I had the pleasure of getting here in fall 2013 when Dr. John Rutley was the president. So I'd like to say, first off, thank you to Chairman Glenn Lewis for actually telling me to take a chance on Texas Southern University, to Dr. John Rutley, Dr. William T. Saunders, Dr. Mashara Delaney, and lastly, Dr. Michael O. Adams. Dr. Adams has helped me since my freshman year, coming in as initially a civil engineering major, wanting to just make money, but I wasn't really in love with that area. So I came to him and he led me in the right direction with public affairs, seeing that it was able to help the community. So I'd like to say thank you to Dr. Adams as well. To anybody coming in, do not stop at your bachelor's degree. Keep going. It's going to get hard at times. You're going to get discouraged, but always find a way to persevere. And make sure you find a mentor. I was fortunate enough to have many mentors that were available and accessible and always wanted to help me along the way because they saw the fire and desire I had to want to learn. And lastly, anybody in the public affairs building, make sure you go see Dr. Michael O. Adams. When I say that man is the GOAT, he's the greatest of all time. So shout out to Dr. Adams. I appreciate you, man.